it dawned on me just today that it took me so many years. I'm not talking about like 4 or 5 years. I'm talking about over 20 something odd years to understand that throughout all my life, the reason why I failed throughout my life is because I never believed in me. I always believed in everybody else. I always thought that this person over here could rap, that person over here can dance, that person over there can go to Duke University, that person can go to Howard or Harvard University, but not me. Not me. You see, I could blame it on my background. I could say that I was raised by a single parent and my father wasn't there, and I didn't had a real father figure that was there at all times to help me, to guide me. I can say that. And to a certain extent, I'm right. But then it comes to a point where you have to be responsible. Yeah, I could pop that shit when I was in middle school, when I was a teenager, in high school, but not as a grown adult. I had to look at that man in the mirror and say to myself, you know what? You're a failure because you don't believe in yourself. I wrote 2 books, right? Now, at the time that I wrote the 2 books, A God Within, When God Was a Mystery, they were good books. You know, but they are filled with Dr. York's doctrine. Therefore, I really don't even sell them anymore. But even when I wrote those books and I was, handing them out, trying to, get people to buy them, the reason why I didn't become a, this great author, or the reason why I didn't sell a lot of books is because I didn't even believe in half of the stuff that I wrote. I didn't. I remember one person said, this Nuwabian, when I was Nuwabian and I had those books out, who is he to write books? Dr. York should be the one that's writing the books. And I said to myself, I questioned myself, yeah, you know what, you're right. He should be writing the books. I always second guess myself. Every time I came upon a problem in my life, I would always go to someone else and ask them, what should I do? Instead of listening to that little voice in your head that's literally telling you, your subconscious is literally telling you what to do in life. Period. And I'm saying to myself, wow, man, I was a failure because I held myself down. I doubted myself. I said I wasn't good enough. I said I wasn't strong enough when it was time to be strong. I said I wasn't cute enough or handsome enough to date that female over there. I said it. I'm the one that literally shot myself in the foot, that stopped me, hindered me from my progress. I was my own worst enemy. And I didn't realize it. I didn't realize it. That throughout all these years, the reason why I failed is because I didn't believe in me. And then I'm saying to myself, well, man, I can't keep friends. I can't keep this girl. I can't, this person walks away, walks out of my life. This person walks away out of my life. Why? Because I don't believe in me. So what makes them believe in me? What makes them think or believe that I'm something when I can't even see something in me? I remember I was like 12, 13, right? We would play street football, right? I mean, we would play street football like in New York, like out in the streets. You get hit and boom, bang, hit another. You get hit by somebody and get hit by a car, not a moving car, but the car that was like parked. You get up and keep on playing. It was rough playing street ball in New York. And then down south, we would play with the older guys. And they didn't take it easy on us just because we were kids, just because we were teenagers. No, they would knock the living hell out of us. So when it came to me going to high school in the 9th grade, I never forget it. I wanted to be a wide receiver, and I was good at it. Went in there, I seen all of these, football players, and they were big and bulky, and I was intimidated. And then this one guy came up to me and he was like, you playing football? I'm like, yeah, I want to be a wide receiver. He was like, man, you too small. And I walked away with my head down, believing that I couldn't do it. Now, take a heat, like I said before, I'm playing street football in the streets of New York. And then down south getting hit by, literally young men and older teenagers. And taking it, still whipping their asses. But yet and still, I'm intimidated by these people. No. How? Why? Because I didn't believe in me. I'm telling you, man, that I would go to school. I remember this one lady, right? Her name was Miss Delforge. I never forget her, right? I flunked the living hell out of her class. I made a 40 in her class, right? She wanted to put me in an AP history. I'm like, Miss Delforge, I flunked your class. Why you put me in AP history? She's like, because I can tell that you're highly intelligent, but you're faking it. And she was correct. It took me 5 years to get out of high school. 5. Matter of fact, I dropped out in the 12th grade and then I went and got my adult high school diploma. 5. And I truly believe if I would have put my mind to it, it would have took me 3. It's nothing for me to come up with an idea. It's nothing. It's nothing for me to solve a problem. I have the intelligence to do it. It's just that all this time, I've always thought that everybody else was better than me. This is the reason why I can kind of reason with the millennials. I understand you all. I understand you. It's a me against the world situation. I understand it. It's a me against the world mentality. I understand it. But let me tell you something, millennials. It's not worth you jumping off a building. Like, I'm not going to disrespect the rapper. It's not worth you ODing on drugs. It's not worth you taking your own life. No. You got to stand up and you got to be strong. You got to be strong. You have to. For your sake. Because you have that burning desire, that entity in your stomach, your solar plex, called a soul, that's waiting for you to allow him or her to shine. Never feel intimidated. Never feel as though that this person is better than you, because they're not. I think I'm better than Jay-Z, 50 Cent. I think I'm better than Bill Gates, Donald Trump, all of them people. I think I'm better than everybody on the planet, because that's the mentality that you have to have in order to win. I don't believe in nobody else's project but mine. Don't ask me about your project. I don't want to hear it. I'm selfish. Because all these years, I've been selfless. And look where it's gotten me. Believing in everybody else. You can do it. Pushing everybody else to be the best that they can be. But when it came to me, nobody helped me. Everybody abandoned ship. And this is the reason why I say the only solution to your problem is you. That man in the mirror, that woman in the mirror. That's the only person that can solve your problems. Stop going to your auntie, your mommy, and all the rest of that. Your cousins, your girlfriends, your boyfriends, your husbands, all of that. Everything is in you. Everything has been pre-encoded in you in order for you to be great. I never was into numerology, but I had to get into it. Why? Because I kept on seeing 1111, 111, 911, and 333. Every day I see these same numbers every day. And it has spiritually awakened me. And now it's time for you to see the person that believes in me, which is me. It's time for you to see him in his rare, raw, uncut form. Period. I spent years believing in everybody else. Now it's time to believe in me.